Salmon families. In this video, I'll be demonstrating the song and activities from this week's Imagine Your Story Family Activity Kit. Each kit features 5 at-home activities that are aligned with the 5 early literacy practices: sing, talk, read, write, and play. Research shows that singing songs, having conversations, reading, exploring writing, and simply playing with young children helps them get ready to learn to read. We know that families with young children are always on the go, so we wanted to provide some simple, ready-made options for incorporating these practices at home. Let's check out what's in this week's kit. Our 4th and final kit is all about monsters and magical creatures. Let's check it out. First, we have our handy-dandy activity sheet that has all the information you'll need to complete each of the 5 activities in this week's kit. Then we've got a piece of paper with some little houses on it. And what's this little guy down here? Looks like a garden gnome. I wonder what that sneaky little gnome is up to. Oh, wow. We've got a tub of Play-Doh. Awesome, I love Play-Doh. And let's see, we have 4 fuzzy pipe cleaners in different colors. And last, we have 3 little googly eyes. I wonder what has 3 eyes. Well, I'm excited to use these materials. Let's find out what we're doing today. For our song this week, we're going to be singing the chorus of a beloved folk song by Peter, Paul, and Mary, Puff the Magic Dragon. If you like the song, you can check out the whole thing on YouTube or Spotify later. You can sing along with me. Are we ready? Here's how it goes. Puff the magic dragon lived by the sea and frolicked in the autumn mist in a land called Honolulu. Puff the magic dragon lived by the sea and frolicked in the autumn mist in a land called Honolulu. For this talk activity, we're going to be playing a game with our friend here, the sneaky little gnome. So go ahead and grab your piece of paper with the 4 houses and the gnome figure on it out of your kit. We'll put the rest of the supplies aside for now. Cut out the houses and the gnome and have your child color each house a different color. The gnome can be whatever color they like. Once the houses are colored, lay them out in a row. Then have your child close their eyes while you hide our friend the sneaky gnome underneath one of the houses. I'm going to hide him under the greenhouse. All right. Have your child open their eyes and try and guess where your friend the gnome is hiding now. Since this is a talking activity, we want to encourage our little one not just to point to the house where they think the gnome is hiding, but to describe to you which house they think the gnome is underneath. For example, I think that the gnome is hiding underneath the greenhouse. If your child is struggling, you can prompt them too. Do you think the gnome is hiding underneath the blue house? Do you think the gnome is hiding underneath the orange house? Do you think the gnome is hiding under the greenhouse? You do? Let's check and see. You found him. Good job. For this week's story activity, we're getting wild with books about magical creatures and monsters. You can find a list of recommended books about this subject on your activity sheet in the Read section. One of those books is Leonardo the Terrible Monster by beloved children's author Mo Willems. Leonardo the Terrible Monster tells a story about Leonardo, the not-so-terrible monster who's really trying to be scary. We'll find out what happens when he meets a little boy that he wants to scare. You can find this book and many other great options right here at Salmon Public Library. For this week's write activity, we're going to give your child the chance to have some open-ended play by creating their own monster or magical creature out of Play-Doh. For this activity, you'll need the tub of Play-Doh, the set of pipe cleaners, and the googly eyes included in your kit. You may also want to provide a pair of child-safe scissors so that your child can cut up the pipe cleaners to the length that they would like, as well as any other craft supplies that might make your child's play more interesting. Things like buttons, felt, clothespins, beans, anything like that. If they've never seen pipe cleaners before, or they haven't worked with Play-Doh very much, you can spend a couple of minutes just showing them how to use the Play-Doh, how to pinch, maybe how to roll the Play-Doh into a ball. But other than that, sit back and challenge them to make a monster and then let them play. Here's my finished monster. Once your child finishes their creature, ask them questions about it. What's its name? Where does it live? What does it do? Are these arms? Once they've explained their creation to you, challenge them to create another one. It's a good idea to remember that Play-Doh is a non-permanent toy, so they should feel okay taking apart their monster and making something new. For our play activity this week, we're going to move our bodies like different magical creatures. I'll show you what to do. Are you ready? All right, first we're going to flutter our wings just like a fairy. Now we're going to gallop like a unicorn. Now, we're going to breathe fire like a roaring dragon. Lean back. Next, we're going to stomp our feet like a big, angry giant. And finally, we're going to swim like a mermaid. Remember, by completing a family activity kit together, you and your child have the opportunity to earn a bonus ticket for the summer reading raffle. All you have to do is take a picture of your child's finished project and share it with us, either by posting on social media and tagging Salmon Public Library, or by emailing your photo to salmonlibrary1@gmail.com. You're also welcome to stop by the library and show us your finished project. Once you've shared your project, please make sure to stop by the library by this date in order to claim your bonus ticket. Thanks so much for joining us for this week's video. If you have any questions about the activities in the kit or about our Family Readers program, please feel free to leave them in the comments. Have a great week and happy reading!